here with Joaquin from Battlefront Miniatures. You're here at your stand where you've got a particularly lovely Dust Warfare and Firefly board game on show. What else have you brought to the show?
Basically, we are showing the demo table for Dust Tactics, not Warfare.
Sorry.
No problem about that. And we are pre-showing the new rulebook, which is showing the older way of playing and the Battlefield way. And we are also bringing the new releases of Flames of War, which are the Bridge at Remagen book and the revised edition of Grey Wolf. Basically, the tables at the show are the Dust Tactics demo table and the Firefly. And we already sold out of the Firefly copies we brought.
Already? Yeah. In one day?
Yeah, in one day. And we don't have any more for the second day.
Oh, that's a shame, that. but very good, well done.
Yeah, but there are stores selling it around on the show, so hopefully you should be able to get them there.
I gotta admit, it's a very snazzy table. I'll try and put some pictures along with this, but it's on like a glass table. It's not the board itself, is it? It's a specially made table.
Yes, it's especially made for the demos, yes.
Did that take a lot of effort to get done? It is a thing of beauty.
I know that it was very expensive. That I know.
You've also got some posters for some new games you've got coming out. The one I'm particularly interested in, you've got the Sons of Anarchy game coming out soon. I must say we mentioned it on the website, and it was very popular. So can you tell us anything about the game?
Yes, it should be coming out in the first week of July. We pre-tested it at the office among the sales team and so on. It's a very good game. It's a very good game.
And how true to it is to the actual TV program? Do you get characters from the TV program in there, or
the gangs are the same as the TV program? You get a few situations from the TV program as well, and the whole setup is very backstabbing and throat slashing, and it's pretty interesting. Yeah, that's all I can tell you right now.
Is there a section of the game where everyone goes to Ireland?
I can't tell you that right now.
That's a future expansion then. You've also got some posters up for Homeland and Family Guy. Now, I don't know anything about these two new games. Can you tell us anything about them?
No, right now the only thing we know is they're in the pipeline and they're coming out, but we don't have any specific date for that or the content itself. Anyway.
Do you know the roughly release dates of them?
They should be at the end of 2014 or beginning of next year. Yeah, more or less.
So, you're
with Homeland coming out first.
Right. Okay. Get back to Dust a second. So this is, I'm always a bit confused with this. This is Dust Tactics you've got here.
Yes.
And you've also got Dust Warfare. Is that right?
Dust Warfare was done by Fantasy Fly Games, the previous distributor. So we are not allowed to touch anything of the rules, because they made them themselves. What we are selling is the Dust Warfare cards to go with that, so the people who bought the miniatures before are able to keep playing with that.
Right.
But basically, we are concentrating on Dust Tactics right now.
And Dust Tactics, can you give us a brief overview of the game? Because I've got to see in front of me some really snazzy-looking walkers. What's the game really about, and how does it work?
Well, the basics of the game is each player has a movement on the special units they have, and the rules and the abilities of each of the units is on a special card. So basically you go by the cards and then you throw dice. The dice we have different symbols of them, and depending on the symbol you get, that's the action you can do and the result you get from throwing them. And basically the main thing about Dust Tactics and the miniatures we are selling is they come pre-primed. So if you let me show you the box, they come pre-primed, and it's as easy as opening the box, taking them out and starting to play. You don't have to assemble them, you don't have to paint them. You can paint them with more details if you want, but you don't need to. So it's a lot of time saving, especially for the guys who don't have a lot of time to paint and play. Yeah. So they can go directly to a play. It's very dynamic game. Yeah.
I quite like the idea of that, because I do a bit of painting myself, and the worst thing for me is actually put the priming, because it involves trying to find somewhere where I can open all the windows or go outside and the wind blows my miniatures over. And
yeah, no, everything is done already.
Yeah. What's kind of the big sellers? I mean, I can see some factions that are general.
The starter set for sure.
Okay.
You have 3 different factions: the SSU, which is the Russians combined with some other faction from that time. the Americans and the Germans. And basically, the starter set has everything in it what you need to start playing with, including the rulebook, the small rulebook version. And we are updating the rulebook with the new release that is on the Kickstarter right now. It's going to be out at the end of June.
Is Kickstarter still running?
Until the 19th of June, yes.
19th of June.
Yes.
So what's the Kickstarter cover?
It's basically covering the new expansion Babylon and new miniatures, and it's going really well. The goal was 50,000, and I think 2 days ago it was already at 250,000.
That's very good.
That's very good, yeah. It shows the worldwide interest in the game. It's picking up a lot, yes.
And you said you're also doing Flames of War here as well.
We do, yes.
Yeah, which is the for people who don't know, it's the World War II. Is it 15mm battle game? What's the current state of Flames of War? What's happening with that at the moment?
We just released the new version, the new revised version of Grey Wolf, which is our best-selling book so far. And before that, we released the Italy compilation book, and we are releasing the new Remagen book as well, the Bridge at Remagen. So it's proven to be very popular. Germans are always very popular.
Oh, thank you very much for your time.
Oh, no problem. Thank you very much.